I was looking at my mom while I was reading this book, and I suddenly realized that I have never seen this woman as somebody else. I have always seen this woman as my mother. But my mother also has an identity. One of the biggest problems with our generation is, since, as I had said in the beginning, our attention span is very low, our communication becomes very jumbled up. The moment we feel that, oh, it's difficult, we don't communicate. The letters that actually reveal a lot to Meera is probably the communication that Meera could have tried when she grew up. Hi, welcome back to yet another episode of TBR. I just wanted to ask you guys something. Have you guys got over the World Cup defeat yet? Because if you haven't, then, well, let me give you some good memories back. We have two World Cups, right? Two men's World Cups, 1983 and 2011. Who can forget the two? Even if you haven't watched, like I was obviously not there for the 1983 World Cup. I was not born by then. But 2011 World Cup, oh, what a journey! That the whole match, Gautam Gambhir's 97, MS Dhoni. But this is not a cricket show. So why am I exactly talking about cricket? Because the book is all about cricket. The book is Lords of Wankhede, tales between the two titles. And the titles that we are referring to is 1983 and 2011 World Cup wins. It has been written by former India cricketer W.V. Raman, who was also the coach of the Indian women's cricket team, and R. Kaushik, a renowned journalist. What is the book about? It is basically about the biggest incidents in Indian cricket between 1983 to 2011. What had happened? It's typically a timeline, and it has all the history. So if you are a cricket lover, especially a men's cricket lover precisely, because let me mention this, it is only about men's cricket, it is not about women's cricket, so you can go and read it. What I found interesting in this is, of course, you can get a timeline, but there I found a little bit of a problem, because there are times when you, because it's not directly from this date to this date, so a lot of incidents, probably of significance, are kind of merged in between. So you often go back to the same timeline, then you come ahead, and then again you go back. So it's a little jumbled up. That's a small complaint from my side. And the other thing which I kind of noticed in the book, which is not a huge issue, but still I felt that it's a Sourav Ganguly's captaincy probably was not given its due in the book. It could have been written about more, because Sourav Ganguly's captaincy changed a lot of attitude in Indian cricket, and any Indian men's cricket lover would know that. How he changed the attitude towards going outside India and playing overseas tests, how he changed the attitude of players towards facing sides like Australia, England, who are right up to you. He taught us to stand up. There I thought probably there's a bit of less credit given to him, but otherwise it is a very well written book, because there are proper timelines, and if somebody who was not there for 1983 and probably has started watching cricket a little late, could be because of by birth, but because of that, you can always go back and read it. Fun book. You get to know about players whom probably you're hearing about right now, right? That Yuvraj was a great player. You have never witnessed it. So go read, understand what was going on in those era. Maybe a little more behind the scenes update could have been good, but apart from that, it is a good book. I would suggest only a sports lover pick it up because, of course, it's a completely sports history sort of a book. So, how much do I rate it? I will rate it 3.5. Probably I would have given it 4 if they had dealt it a little better the whole Saurav Ganguly captaincy one. But otherwise, it's 3.5. Also, it's strictly for the sports lovers, as I have mentioned earlier. The other important point is I was given this book by Purple Pencil Project to review it, and there's a proper written review of the book. The link of that will be in the description below. Do give it a read because I know there are a lot of people who love to read reviews, including my own self, and Purple Pencil Project are doing a fantastic job. So do follow Vachi. Also read my reviews in Purple Pencil Project, and most importantly, you have to like, share, subscribe to our channel. Tell us what books you're reading. Why don't you comment what is your favorite book of this month? Let's see if we have if I have also read it. Let's discuss. Thank you so much. Join me next time.